Hello friends, now we have the last question of this chapter. Difference between formal and informal communication. When we are writing the difference, we are writing the point wise. Right? We are not writing in the just a table, but we are writing the point wise. We will put first the serial number, then the basic point of the difference, then the differences of both the side will be explained as per the point, right? Okay, the first point in this difference is meaning. So the formal communication means the communication system in which depends on rules, regulation and achievement of goals. I repeat, the communication system depends on rules, regulation and achievement of goal. In informal communication, it is being said that the communication system which depends on human relationship. So here in the first point, the basic point is meaning. The system depend on rules, regulation and business objective achievement is formal, and system depend on human relationship and friendship is informal communication. So basic point I also indicate again. Second one, purpose. The purpose of formal communication is control and coordination. So here two main words, control and coordination. The opposite side part is the purpose of informal communication is to give coordination and create credibility about organization in market. See, generally informal communication help in the formal communication. So whatever has not been discussed in the formal way will be discussed in the informal way. So here the coordination will be developed between both sides and create trust in the market about the organization. So the words are given: give more coordination and credibility to organizations. The third point is base. Base means the foundation. Due to rules and regulation, exchange of information between two people is possible in formal communication. I repeat, due to rules and regulation, the information exchange become possible between people. And in informal communication, due to personal relationship, the information communication become possible. So in the formal communication, the base is rules and regulation, and in informal communication the base is personal friendly relation with other person, right? The next point is control and supervision. Formal communication requires control and supervision over the staff, because how we communicate information is important. The informal communication is not requiring any control and supervision over each other because it is based on human relationship. So there is no need of it. The fifth point is flexibility. Formal communication is less flexible because they have to follow the rules, regulation and plan. And informal communication is more flexible because in just two persons relationship, the communication is dependent on it. The sixth point is time. Informal communication, it will be done in the working hours, and in informal communication it could be possible at any place during any time within two people. So here in the formal communication, only when the office staff is collecting, gathering at one place. In the routine time period of job, they will come in communication with each other. But if we think about informal communication, it can be possible at any time, at any place. So there is no barriers of position, limit and time. Okay, the last point of formal communication is, the title is information in advance. The sender and receiver of the information as the part of the communication are behind the process of formal communication. I repeat, senders and receivers are essential part for the formal communication. In informal communication, the procedure is not required to be followed. It can be possible at any time, at any place within both the people. So, the information in the formal way, it must be done in advance. But in informal way, it is not required to be done in advance. Is that clear? So here I have concluded the chapter number 6 with you. Right, my friends?